Guys, I'm sure you've seen by now that this weekend Redbull Hardline is back. Bigger and better and wilder than ever. But how do you ride Redbull Hardline? Redbull Hardline is one of the hardest races in the world, and there are so many different elements to it. The track itself, the amount of obstacles on it, the size of those obstacles, and then you've got all the technical bits in between. It's so hard to tie everything together and then at the end of the weekend do a race run on it. So let's look into a little bit more about what you need to do. One of the most important things on Redbull Hardline is the track walk. It's the first time you see the features. Obviously, everyone's a bit terrified, and when you walk it, they do look scarier, they look worse. I think when you're riding it, you're coming in fast, you kind of have a better feel for it, but when you're stood there, the gaps just look enormous. You know, this road gap behind us, you're still at the end of the lip, and it doesn't look possible, but when you drop in, it's pretty chill. We've just finished track walk, and it's always intimidating seeing it for the first time, the jumps on this scale. And it's interesting seeing so many different riders, different reactions. You know, you've got some that are confident, they're loving it, they're looking at it thinking, let's go. And then some of the boys are nervous, you've got those kind of hanging back a little bit, and everyone's got a different approach. It's quite hard to gauge who's feeling it and who's nervous. But once we're on the bikes, I think everyone's keen. Day 2 Redbull Hardline, and as often happens, still no riding. The rain's rolled in, it's windy, the track's in between rideable. I've done a check this morning an hour ago to see if it's rideable. We're going to head up now, jump on the quad, but as you can see, everyone's kind of milling around, no one's super keen. I've got the wellies on, which is never a good sign for Hardline, but a couple hours, fingers crossed. Just started practice and it's pretty tricky today. It's a bit damp, a bit windy. It's just on that bubble of some bits are okay, some bits aren't, and Hardline's so difficult. When each jump you're having to judge, stop on the lip, feel the wind. Is it breezy, is it okay? And one minute it's fine and then the next minute a big wind comes in, so difficult day so far. Road gap is the first big thing on the track that we've managed to hit today, and it's kind of given everyone a little boost. Like, you get here and it looks intimidating and it's a bit windy, but once a few boys start going, everyone's off it, everyone's just following off it, and you can see that buzz in everyone. Everyone's absolutely chomping for it now. Like, the track's drying out, the weather's cleared up a bit. Once you've hit something big, it fires you up for the rest of it. So it's been quite a turbulent evening so far. The hardest thing on Hardline is testing the big stuff. And we've been riding the smaller stuff and it's all good, everyone's comfortable. But the big stuff, like you can see here, these big 90, 100 foot doubles, no one's hit them before. And at some point you've just got to send the first man over them. Bernard hit these. We all got through the first one, Bernard hit the second one. Huge crash. So now the puzzling starts. What happened? What went wrong? Is it rider error? Do we need to change the lip? But no one knows. No one's hit them. Bernard's the only one that's done this, so bit of a mystery. We're literally at the dropping point for the new big section. All the boys have got through, but it's such a big section. We've had a tiny change in the wind, and as soon as that happens, boys start crashing. Chaos, who's been one of the best so far on this stuff, had a massive 50-50 just because of a small headwind. It shows the risk these boys are taking and just how on the limit we are with the weather conditions. Today has been a bit of a wild day. It's probably the third day of riding, but there's a noticeable change in the riders. The boys have all suddenly gone absolutely hard. The weather's changed, the sun's come out, the wind dropped, and the boys just went for it. The new section was looking absolutely prime. The boys hit everything we've built so far. So they're starting to get to the point where they can get some full runs done, but unfortunately, we've lost a few boys. There's always a real change in hardline where you go from the guy's been nervous and trying to get down the track to suddenly being confident, starting to do full runs, and then you notice the crash is picking up. There's so many boys got hurt today. So we're at a point where we almost need to preserve the guys, just get everyone to the final, and fingers crossed no more crashes. Sun's out, so many people here. Charlie. Pretty good day.
Oh, we got time to give away Redbull. Get the
Qualifying today, absolutely wild day. First time run I've done in a long time. Forgotten how hard it is. You can see how busy it is here today. Qualifying's been sick. No fans for the last couple of years, so good to see everyone back. Hell of a day. Tomorrow's going to be wild. We've just got to the end of Redbull Hardline, and for me it's probably been one of the hardest events I've ever done. Obviously coming back from injury, first race back straight into hardline, it was always going to be difficult, but add to that the enormous changes to the course, the weather, it's been a hard one. But at the same time, it's probably been one of the best events we've ever done. I think as far as hardlines go, this has been a good one. Loads of riders survived, the track was sick, it's been an incredible atmosphere. You know, you never know what to expect coming into an event like this, and there are always things to trip you up and make it harder, but at the same time that's kind of what makes the event. It's kind of the reason people love it, and for me it's the reason you keep coming back. You know, you never know what hardline is going to throw at you.